show off. This is for my good buddy Nate. He doesn't know he's getting this watch yet for Christmas, but he all those watches. If you follow my page, he saw all the watches being purchased like a corporate order. That was him. So did one with his company logo on it. This is one of my laser etched ones from my buddy overseas. He did a lot of the pilot dials. So it's a silver brushed, but it's lasered out, and then we actually with this one, we painted everything around there and then sanded it, and then backside lumed it. So you can see how the backside loom looks on these. Those are actually completely lasered out. So if you would be holding the dial in the air, you could see through all those. We did a custom painted handset. This was a pilot handset before with the white at the top and the black at the bottom. We removed the loom and then painted them fully black and then reloomed them. I have a shortage of black hands like crazy. And I don't use the black with white pilot hands that often because often the white's the only thing that's white on there. I know it's supposed to be so that you can see it, but a lot of times it's just that extra color for me that doesn't really go with anything else. So I had so many of them set back that we just started revamping them a little bit. So brush case, he's big on black and red, and I thought, well, I want to do a classier build for him. Not that red isn't classy. I'm running out of ideas with black and red with this guy. So I did a black coin style bezel. I did a silver with black indexing on there. So nice little continuation. And I was able to get this on here pretty tight, Nate. So you can turn it, but it's a pain in the dick to turn it. So it should stay on there pretty tight. But these have tension ring bezels on them, and I just make them extra tight. Some of the bezels that I buy, they're only CNC'd slightly larger than the lip that they fit in. So you don't have to have your tension ring bent too crazy to get them to be tight. Some of them, they've CNC'd them so weird that I got to put these extreme bends in there just to get some friction, because they'll still move decently. And you're like, man, I don't like it moving that much. So I'll wrap them in dental floss under the lip to like make it stick out a little bit further so it makes contact sooner. But this is one of those bezels that when we put it on there, it was able to get on there super freaking tight. And then I took pictures, so the hands aren't in the right spot. It kept time perfectly, but I shifted them around. So whenever I do the time setting and you hear what time it is versus what that says, it's off. I wanted the CII logo to be in there, so I did like a 10 and 2 kind of thing for his pictures. Did the so CII logo there at 12 o'clock. This is for Consolidated Industries. Did that also on the crown and did that also on the clasp. And I don't think he's going to see this video before he gets the watch, so hopefully that's the case. Low profile exhibition caseback, black rotor, and a stainless steel movement holder in there. And then since he didn't have one of these bands yet, since we're keeping it a little bit classier, this is a brushed on the sides and kind of like a polished shark mesh hybrid. I refer to these as shark mesh hybrid bands because it is shark mesh, but it's not a shark mesh strap. And I don't even know what they call these on the different sites if you even come across them, but whatever the name is silly. So for my own purposes, that's what I call it. It's because it's kind of a hybrid between like a link band and a shark mesh band. So has removable links just like anything else. So, but that's your build, buddy. Merry Christmas, man. I appreciate you a ton. So I hope you like this build. As I showed you, for anybody else watching, bezels are held on with a tension ring. So they'll turn left, they'll turn right. They're just held on with a tension ring. There's no clicking. This is an automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder to keep time. But if it's dead, or you're not going to be very active, like you're driving or you're at a desk, etc. Make sure you wind it up just a little bit before you put it on, because you're not going to be moving enough to keep that rotor turning. So what you do is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it clicking, and when you do, you can wind. And a wind is a turn away from you. Turning it back towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. And my fingers slide off this just slightly, or you can sit there and go old style. You just don't want to be pushing on it to where you're going to start threading it back on, right? So you can do that, or you can go back and forth. So if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do this for something closer to 20 seconds, you're going to max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on it. When you're comfortable with your wind, pull it out to the one end only click. You'll notice it's not a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You'll also notice you've got a wobble crown that deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. Kind of like a little ball joint in there, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not actually bending anything or putting any adverse pressure on the movement. Okay, Google, what time is it? 11:40? 11:10. 11:10 a.m. When you're good, push it back over to get it out of that time setting, and then thread it back down. So there's your build band. Let's see. I didn't do him a fancy CII box. That was kind of an afterthought. I was rushing to get everything in for this one at the last second, because I was working on lots and lots of other stuff. So I thought, well. So didn't do a fancy CII box for him, but I can always send him a custom lid if he needs to have one. But this will go in one of my special edition silver boxes. It's also going to come with matching beads. I know how much Nate loves the beads. I don't think I can get him to wear the beads, but they come with it, and one day when he's stylish enough, he will have them and they will be ready for him. Every build comes with watch cleaner. He probably has plenty of it, but he's going to get more. It's good on all glass and metal, so this watch as a whole, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. And also some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon repackaged. It's like a poly watch, and it's because you've got an acrylic glass and you can scratch it. But if you do, put a tiny bit of this on it and buff against it using your included microfiber, and you will get it buffed out in 20 plus seconds. Just use your thumb, generate some heat, go across the scratch, filling the scratch, and buff it out. So that's your build, man. I hope you like it. So, did I do one for you like this before? Your CII, your other build that your wife got you is from a different dial maker. You don't have a dial from this guy, so it's pretty cool. I think you'll like it, man. So appreciate your time, man. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.